Hi, I'm Sam Fisher. It's week 3 moving day for Athletes Unlimited softball, and we're the talk of the town.
You gonna be ready to rock and roll, babe?
Yeah.
Let's go.
You gotta want it to win it, and we want it bad. You gotta cheat us to beat us, and that's so sad.
What's your name?
Maya.
Maya. So nice to meet you. Hey, look what I found. Good job. I mean, everybody here is a good hitter. Just let me know where you guys move, and I'll move with you.
That's my best friend.
Run like the devil, hit it hard, in level, and run like the devil. I really hope they don't show that on the broadcast. That's embarrassing.
Haley McClenny, the best, chasing that top medal, that gold medal here at the Athletes Unlimited Championship Series. Sydney Littlejohn Watkins signing autographs. We are headed into game 2 of our doubleheader. Team McClenny and Team Mulipola. The puppies are here too. DJ Sanders celebrating a big win for Team Jaquish just moments ago. The Geico leaderboard, everybody's looking up at Savannah Jaquish. Amanda Chittister close behind her after MVP points. And can Deja Mulipola jump back up there? She is only 38 points behind the top spot. Well, she'll be trying to move up that leaderboard and be one of those top 4 players, captain her team for yet another week here in the championship season. And the week 4 draft is coming up tomorrow. Alongside the 2-time Olympian Danielle Laurie, I'm Chucky Kemp. Your daughter is throwing out the first pitch right now. I know this is tough for you,
She
but
threw a strike.
did she?
She did.
There
from
you go.
43 feet.
Well, there's your first note for the night. Really good matchup coming up, though, between Mulipola and McClenny. A lot of offense.
Oh, I mean, when you're getting Team McClenny and Team Mulipola squaring off, you're getting some pretty swaggy people going at it. I am here for it. Team McClenny is firing up at the right time. 10 for the last 14, 5 RBIs, 8 runs. They are ready to rock, and you know that they are stoked to be able to go up against Team Mulipola, and they are always led by Haley McClenny. But just looking at Haley McClenny, Victoria Hayward, Amanda Lorenz, and what they were able to do over the course of the last couple of days, man, this 1-2-3 punch is dynamite. And let's see what Team Mulipola can do. 15 hits, 12 runs, 667 slugging percentage. The hardest, farthest hit ball is by Deja Mulipola, a 322-foot shot. She absolutely crushed. Look for Team Mulipola today to try to swing that big old bat, to go up against a tough little pitcher in Team McClenny. And this is how you're going to get those points. 75% of them are coming from win points, meaning winning games and winning innings, those individual stat points, as well as that MVP voting.
That's how Amanda Chittister moved up to where she is on the scoreboard. We will hear from the 3rd member of our team, Key Michael, as we go along through our broadcast tonight. This is it. Every team came into the evening 1-1. The first win of the day goes to Team Jaquish in incredible comeback fashion. Absolutely exploding for 11 runs in the 5th and 6th inning to win the game over Team Chittister. We are just about set for our week 3 finale. Team McClenny starting lineup led by Haley McClenny herself, Victoria Hayward right behind her. It's Lorenz, it's Edwards. Sierra Romero is starting to come alive here in the championship season. We see Daniel Gibson also starting to swing a hot bat. And of course, the defense from Sis Bates. Kaylee Clifton was tremendous at 3rd base. This is a dangerous order for Haley McClenny, who said she picked the best available player. That was her strategy. Deja Mulipola getting set to go. Talking to Odyssey Alexander, waiting for starting pitcher Alicia Ocasio to emerge from the dugout. And it looks like it's actually going to be a change. It is a last-minute change to Odyssey Alexander, who will start this game instead of Alicia Ocasio.
And it could very well be one of those situations where the pitcher is in the flex, meaning Alicia Ocasio in that flex position to be able to kind of rotate in and out with Odyssey Alexander, who is getting the ball today. Throws that ball hard, mixes speeds well, has a very good changeup. east and west with that curveball and that screwball.
Well, she faces Haley McClenny, who was, well, impossible to get out yesterday.
She was. I mean, she's impossible pretty much all the time. Very rarely do you not see Haley McClenny having herself a day. And this is just a little snippet of the points that she was able to get. 50 individual stat points on the performance she had yesterday.
Can she do it again? Can she lead the way for her team to cap off week 3? And who will be those 4 captains at the end of the night and come tomorrow's week 4 draft? Officially on the back end of this season. It has been a great one so far. Still a lot of drama to be sorted over the next couple weeks as McClenny watches strike one on the outside corner. She's looking for a second gold medal this summer. That top medal here at Athletes Unlimited. Already won one Team USA at the World Games in Alabama, her home state. McClenny needs just 76 points to return to the 4th spot. She came into this week in 2nd, but 76 would put her back in a captain's chair. Alexander misses just outside. There's our first look at the Geico leaderboard in this game. Amanda Chittister jumping back into the 2nd spot, 30 points behind Savannah Jaquish. Mulipola is close, Flippin is close. McClenny the closest on her team. Big swing there and fouls it straight back. 2-2 the count for Odyssey Alexander to start things off.
Well, this is that curveball, just misses a little bit. Big time foul ball there by Haley McClenny. Hits Deja Mulipola right in the knee, didn't even flinch.
Always a big smile on Deja's face. If you can swing it like she can, you'd be smiling too. 2-2 misses upstairs. Slated to be Ocasio. The last minute change though, we just got word of minutes ago that Odyssey Alexander would get the start instead. Carrie Eberle is in the bullpen. She is an option, as well as the Italian Greta Cicchetti. McClenny right side, and fair ball. Thought it was just foul, but they say it's a fair ball. McClenny holds up at 2nd with a double. And I think Odyssey Alexander thought it was a foul ball as well. I think she wants a challenge on the first batter of the game. We will have a challenge. The first batter of the game. It's a double for McClenny as it stands. But where does that ball land? Does it touch the line at all?
So close, I don't know.
The ball is on the line. It's a fair ball.
There you go. A double down the right field line. Very close to start things off. McClenny has her team rolling again. $20 points for Haley McClenny. She was 76 back of 4th. Now she's 56 back of 4th.
I'm surprised she didn't go to 3. I thought that was a triple all day long. I don't know if she maybe thought she heard foul ball or let up because of that, but.
Hayward slaps this into center field. Aaliyah Andrews underneath it. McClenny will not go. And that throw would have been on the money. Flippin went ahead and cut it off because she didn't. Well, you're already doing something right because you got Vic Hayward out, which was also nearly impossible last night. Next, it's Amanda Lorenz. It's a really good spot on the outside corner for Odyssey Alexander.
I love when you can just hear a good pop of the mitt up in the booth.
Fouled straight back. She can pop the mitt. Ahead of Lorenz, 0-2. Popped up foul territory and
The assist.
just like helped it there.
She's like, oh, I think
There
you
you go.
deserve this. You laid it all out on the line.
It's a good attempt. Lorenz foul. I just want a chance up here. I just want a chance in the booth to make a catch, and then when I don't, you can give me grief about it. Or you can protect me and make the catch yourself.
I would do both.
Okay.
I'd protect you, and I'd give you a tough time about not going for it.
I'm going for it. I just need you to catch it before it gets me right in the grill. That's ball one into the turf. Pitches from Alexander already. Lorenz making her work here. Chilly night. The wind's been blowing straight in for all of game one and the beginning here in game two. Lorenz in the dirt swinging. Mulipola to first. McClenny advances to third. Heads up base running, but there are two outs. For Odyssey Alexander. Pretty talented defense back there. Jackson, Andrews, and Rhodes in the outfield. Piper and Flippin on the left side. Lily Piper has a cannon. Janae Jefferson at second. Febri at first. And Deja Mulipola, the captain, is behind the plate. Ball one to Taylor Edwards. There's Aaliyah Andrews. What will we see from her tonight? You almost hope for balls hitting the gap when Aaliyah Andrews is in center field, just to see what she can do. Said the catch she made last week is top two. She made the one at LSU that is iconic. And then that one last week, just incredible. Edwards fouls it straight back. Two-one to Taylor Edwards. She takes strike two.
Just took a little something off that pitch. Coming in at 60 miles an hour. Woo.
Can she get Edwards? Keep Team McClenny off the board. Taylor Edwards fights it off. Talked to Taylor in the chair chat yesterday. She was talking about hasn't been matched up with her sister Tatum yet. They were in San Diego at AUX. Now 3 weeks here in the championship season in Rosemont. She was kind of emotional. She's happy to have her here and said, I don't know how long I'm going to do this. And it's just great to have Tatum here. They played together growing up. They played together at Nebraska where they went to the Women's College World Series. Lost in heartbreaking fashion their first 2 games, both of them in extra innings and both of them by 1 run.
And there's something about that twin power. Like when you are a twin, you're just connected at the hip. That's your person.
side, 3 and 2.
I was always jealous of twins. I was
Really?
like, man, I think it'd be so cool to just have like a built-in buddy no matter what.
Yeah.
They get to roll around with you. You get to, I mean, constant sleepovers. If you get along, that is.
Go. Swing and a miss. Alexander gets it done against Taylor Edwards. A 0 in the first inning. Hey, some ice cream. Gonna have to have some of that brought to the booth. Well, 0-0, 10 inning points on the line. Team Mulipola coming to the plate for the first time. And moments ago, the class of 2032 future Washington Husky.
Aww.
Maddie, she's a stud. She's got Sierra Romero's glove on. How special is this?
This is. I'm just sitting here recording it. Are you kidding me? Wow, look at Vic's face. What a moment.
She can bring it. She can absolutely bring it. Rachel Garcia's hoping to have some of that luck here in the circle tonight. And for the second straight night, Rachel Garcia is in the circle for this team. Haley McClenny's not messing around. She said, I took you with my first pick for a reason. Let's get the job done.
Well, in her last outing, she was so good. And when I say good, meaning all of her stuff was working. She was going up in the zone a little bit. She was going side to side, mixing in that changeup. Just so fierce.
Gave up the leadoff home run to Morgan Zirkle and then settled right on in. Jasmine Jackson would love to duplicate Zirkle's success. Flippin Mulipola Rhodes. Lee Andrews down at the bottom. Her bat's been coming alive as well. Another Pac-12 matchup. UCLA versus Cal right here. Garcia and Jackson.
And one thing that I've always really loved about Rachel Garcia and have honestly just admired about her is she's just an example of an athlete that is fierce, that is strong, but she's not your typical body type pitcher. She's not the size of Alyssa Denham. She's not the size of Sydney Littlejohn Watkins. She's 5'8" and throws harder than anyone in this league. And I just think that's always such a good thing for young pitchers to be able to see, because we at times have this expectation that we need to be 6 foot tall to throw 60 to 70 miles an hour, when in all reality, it comes from your lower half and your ability to have good, solid mechanics. And she has been someone that I have truly loved watching throughout her career at UCLA, to the back-to-back National Player of the Year, to a national champion, to a silver medalist with Team USA, and now here, truly enjoying herself at Athletes Unlimited.
All started in San Diego at AUX when she really kind of announced herself back into the softball world, coming off the injury. Couldn't play last season in the Athletes Unlimited Championship season, so she made her debut in San Diego in a big way.
And this is what I'm talking about. When she can climb that ladder and go up, it's next level. I mean, look at that thing jump up in the air. That is a tough pitch. And most people watching would say, man, why is she swinging at that pitch? Because it literally looks like a meatball. Such good rotation on that pitch. And when she's able to truly locate that consistently, it makes her very tough to hit.
Flippin second. It is starting to rain here in Rosemont. A light drizzle at the moment. That's in there for strike one to Hannah Flippin. Three for 5, 2 RBI, and 2 runs scored for Flippin yesterday. Garcia pops the mitt right there. There it is. You can see the rain coming down right now. That last pitch was 65, and I think I could hear Deja Mulipola in the on-deck circle Say the last one before that was coming in at 70 from Rachel Garcia. This is the defense for Team McClenny with Haley right in the middle, Victoria Hayward on the right, Lorenz on the left, Clifton Bates, Sierra Romero, Danielle Gibson, Taylor Edwards behind the plate. Flippin fights another one off.
And once that rain starts to fall, the pitchers tend to be a little bit more picky about that ball coming their way. Have to be mindful that they have a dry hand, using that rosin as long as it stays dry, keeping their hand dry. It's not raining too hard, but
Flippin's home run yesterday got out in about a half a second, it felt like. Did not have the same towering effect that Amanda Chittister's did. Hers was on a line.
and I checked the forecast if you're wondering. It's light drizzle for the next 20 and then we should be in the clear.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a meteorologist.
You could be. Yeah,
so.
You're giving me some vibes there. I think you could be.
I don't know if I could deal with the green screen. It's a lot of, you know.
Yeah. I'd like to see you try.
I don't know. I could practice on the Athletes
There you
Unlimited
go.
backdrop, but
Flippin is just grinding out this at bat inside, 3-2. She fouled off 4 straight. Already 16 pitches from Garcia. This is the second batter. Pitch number 10 of this at bat is coming up. Popped into center, McClenny coming on, but it is dropped by Sierra Romero. You could almost see the wind hold that up, not to the point where McClenny would have ever had a play, but it just stopped that ball, and Romero makes a rare mistake at second. I think she's hearing it from her captain about it.
well, we're dealing with the wind going like crazy. We're dealing with a little bit of rain. She's definitely, that's a play that she makes. She knows it, and I think when you're able to have a little humor with it and smile, like, dang.
And that's probably, she's probably thinking, I haven't dropped one of those since I was 6 years old.
Right.
So now to Deja Mulipola with Flippin on first base. Gets away from Garcia. 2-0. Deja on the right path to be picking another team. Led her team to a 3-0 record in week 2. Had the top spot on the leaderboard. That's why she's wearing the gold jerseys. There's the Geico leaderboard with her in 3rd place.
Solid hitting count here for Mulipola. Ooh. You just kind of feel those swings. Like, that's one of the swings where, like, I almost come back on my heels, and these are the MVPs from earlier. Yes, Abby Ramirez coming in at MVP 1. Had an amazing game. A couple big-time hits.
MVP nod was what helped Chittister jump up into that 2nd spot. Oh! Deja again! Crushed it! A 2-run shot for Deja Mulipola.
Holy.
Did we not just see that? Every day of this season, it feels like.
deja vu, maybe? I'll give credit to our producer on that one. This is the 330-foot shot, folks. Wow. Not fooled by the rise ball from Rachel Garcia. Barrels that bad boy up. Man, oh man.
Two 0 10-inning win points for everybody on Team Mulipola, thanks to their captain. We tried to will the pitchers into a week. We thought it was going to be the week of the arms, but there have been a few good performances. We have seen some massive run totals. Shannon Rhodes has the pop too. That ball off the bat of Deja Mulipola, almost 81 miles per hour off the bat, and traveled 330 feet.
Well, and that's an example of power on power. Like, you're looking at Rachel Garcia, who can bring it in at 68 miles an hour, meeting with the power of Deja Mulipola's bat. That's going to get out of here with an exit velocity.
Well, Mulipola planting more trees too, thanks to Aspiration support. It's 10 trees for every run. Two-two count from Garcia to Rhodes. It does, you know, when Rachel Garcia has had issues, it's come early. In many cases, she's able to settle in and eat up innings. It's just been the first circle to lead off the game, hit the home run. From there on, she was almost perfect. Shannon Rhodes! Oh, she's posing for it too! Over the right center field wall!
Rhodes, an encore, back-to-back. 200
Wow!
The other way to right center.
And Team Mulipola putting on a clinic right now. This is a curveball. She's on time with it, not fooled by the velocity. Sees it a little bit deeper.
Third baseman,
Swagger on high. Oof, 260 feet.
She knew it too. I'm all about bat flips, the poses, all that, like the unwritten rules. Nope, no thank you. I want excitement, I want energy. It's upstairs to Lily Piper, and the power keeps rolling.
And I mean, Rachel Garcia started out great. I mean, she had that strikeout. I think if Sierra Romero catches that ball and you got 2 down, it potentially could be a different inning.
Watch her. I love that. She knew it. Big swing from Shannon Rhodes, little swagger. What is this?
It's decorative.
Okay. Piper into a tough spot. Hayward, long run, can't quite get there. Getting her steps in out in right field, though. That was a long haul for Victoria Hayward.
It's really good effort by Vic Hayward. This was, oh, it's so close. She made such a good run. She was deep, kind of close to the warning track. Makes her way all the way over, lays it all out.
Piper fouls it back again on top of the concession stands.
Everybody clap your hands.
Lily Piper, I think, the most impressive thing, it's been all summer, it was in San Diego too, she has been really good at third base defensively.
She has, and that's why she's continued to keep playing. She has an arm. She's kept the ball in front of her. She's had some really good at-bats. We've seen her step up in a couple big moments and get a key base hit. And she's battling. She's working. This is a rise ball way up in the zone. Just finds a way to get a piece of it, fouls it off.
The 35th pitch for Rachel Garcia in the first inning is about to come. And there is just one out. 3-2 count. What's going through your mind as a pitcher right now?
I just need to keep the ball down in the zone. I think you have to have that cat and mouse game with you and the catcher. You have to have the pitch backwards mentality, but you got to go with your bread and butter. You got to go with what feels good in the moment.
After something like this, and it's not to say she won't eat up some innings here, but after something like this, do you ever just, I mean, as a pitcher, you're never going to think this in game, I would hope not, but you ever just sit back after the day and think, I just didn't have it. It's just one of those days, and at some point you just have to let it go, don't you? And there she does have it as she gets Piper swinging through it.
It's not so much that Rachel Garcia doesn't have it. Sometimes defensively things happen that kind of maybe get you out of your groove. She started this game with a solid strikeout on Jasmine Jackson, and the little bobble miscue by Sierra Romero extends the inning. You have a quick 2 outs, different mentality as a pitcher.
True.
But you get a strikeout and then that error, and then all of a sudden now you got to go face Mulipola with Hannah Flippin on second base. Do I think at times pitchers can be smarter with Deja Mulipola? I do. But at the end of the day, you have to own your stuff. You have to own your location and try to use your defense.
She bounces back nicely after the back-to-back home runs. Strikes out Piper, gets the ground out, but the damage is done.
This is a 330-foot shot by Deja Mulipola. Shannon Rhodes wants a little piece as well. 10 points for everyone on Team Mulipola. 3 spot, bottom 1.
Thank you for not just saying foul.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty truthful.
I appreciate that out of you. Fair ball. Love you guys. I saw chalk. I saw chalk.
That was our end of the game with Air National Guard and Haley McClenny. She saw chalk.
Yeah, the old painted lines out there.
I love coming on the air with her singing, and it was enlightening, to say the least. She said, please, I hope they don't put that on the broadcast, but it had to go on there, Haley. And I think she knew it. She knows when she's mic'd up, that's what's going to happen. That's the stuff we're looking for. Sierra Romero trying to make amends for an error in the first inning, and you said it, you pitch different, you get those 2 quick outs. Instead, that run ends up coming across on the 2-run home run, then a solo home run after that to Shannon Rhodes. See the rain coming down here in Rosemont.
I think we have about 8 more minutes. Just letting you know.
Start your timer at home. And if it's not done in 8 minutes, well, Danielle, I don't know. Not sure what.
It's not looking good for the weather girl over here.
Been a good run for you. He catches the zone right there, 3-2. So you live in the Seattle area, right? So you know rain.
Dialed with weather.
Yeah.
I know rain.
There you go. 3-2 to Romero. And she walks to lead off the inning. Well, fans, time to earn some points for watching tonight's broadcast. Enter the code right there on the screen in your Athletes Unlimited app to earn points, move up the leaderboard. Make sure you download the app if you don't have it. It's free. You get access to all kinds of great AU content and experiences. Mia Davidson. With Romero on first and nobody out. Davidson up into the clouds in right field. Trouble for Rhodes! Got away from her. Romero headed to third. And Salling is going to hold up Romero at third base. That was so high. Personally, I lost it in the booth in the sky. There is a ton of wind, the rain coming down, and Rhodes lost it.
If the ball goes up in the air at all, as an outfielder, if I'm hitting it, I'm just going to continue to keep going, because this is a catch you know Shannon Rhodes makes all day with no wind. But the quick little stutter to all of a sudden, hey, I got to turn on my wheels.
In her defense, there was nowhere to go because Sierra Romero was stuck at first, so she was kind of in an awkward position, but it worked out for them big time, second, third. They'll rule it a double for Davidson. That's 20 points for her. Oh, Gibson, line shot! Oh, it's gone! It barely got higher than the wall the whole time, but Danielle Gibson, I think the Arkansas superstar is back.
I feel like all these innings are blending together, Chucky, but looking at last inning with Sierra Romero making the error and Team Mulipola capitalizing, deja vu here for Team McClenny. Ball dropped in the outfield, and Team McClenny takes advantage. 3-spot. Tie this ball game up, top 2.
Gibson returning from a thumb injury that she sustained at AUX after a great start. She is on the right track. Keep an eye on her draft stock tomorrow. 242 feet, and it just cleared that right field wall. On a line though. Haley Clifton. Can she keep it going? Walk, double, 3-run home run, tie game. I wish I'd have said it now because that'd have sounded smart. I was thinking, I don't think 3 runs is going to deter this lineup with what they're able to do. They probably went in pretty casual. Rachel Garcia has to be feeling pretty good if they let her come back out to the circle. We said it, she knows how to settle in as the game goes on. It was a rough start. You would just not put it past her to put together a good performance. Odyssey Alexander trying to respond after the Gibson home run. Into the turf, 3-1. Clifton thought she was going to take first, but she will come back for the full count.
I like that spot. I think with a little rain too, I'm all for it. People may not agree with that. We got a pitcher up in the booth, but
(3-2) Clifton, awkward swing, kind of fought that off. And some young fans up above the third base dugout looking on. I just love that. I mean, you see it every night here at Athletes Unlimited. It looks like a youth team all together here watching the pros. (3-2) to Clifton. Off the end of the bat a little bit. Jefferson rising up. Not too bad, Janae Jefferson.
Shortstop, number 96, 6 Bates.
She times this up so well. Look at her kind of go into her crouch and give herself that little extra jump. Wow, Janae Jefferson, that's money. That's a really good catch. Hops.
Open outer pitcher, the first out in this inning with Sis Bates coming to the plate. Special connection here between Odyssey Alexander and Sis Bates. You can see Odyssey wearing the number 22, which is the number Sis Bates has worn in the past. Odyssey also wearing Burnett on the back of her jersey to honor the loss of a recent friend that she played with at James Madison, Lauren Burnett. She called Sis Bates and asked her if she could have that number, and of course, Sis said yes. Wanted to honor her friend even further by putting the name on the back of the jersey. And that is the Athletes Unlimited family that you hear from so many of these players. We heard it from the facilitators, from Ellie Cooper earlier today, just about the family atmosphere and what this is really about.
This was just a laser, Chucky, down the right field line. I'm glad Allison Febre's head was on a swivel because that literally buzzed by her so quick.
One out, Sis Bates has herself on first base for the captain, Haley McClenny. She saw chalk the first time up with the double. See what she sees this time in the 7th spot. Will Haley McClenny be sitting in the captain's chair come tomorrow? Good spot on the outside corner from Alexander.
She can, sitting in the 7th spot.
3 players into the 1,000-point range. McClenny into left field, tailing foul. You can see the movement on that off of her bat, really diving away from Jasmine Jackson. McClenny down 0-2 to Alexander. Oh, just got a piece of it. Both pitchers having to throw a ton of pitches in the first 3 half innings. 43rd from Alexander is low. 1-2.
Really good spot there at 0-2 with that off-speed pitch by Odyssey, keeps it down.
How many times have we seen Haley McClenny get down 0-2 and work it back full? 2-2.
It's just, she's just patient. Like, she doesn't swing it much out of the zone. Even when she gets 0-2, you'll see some hitters that just kind of get a little rattled 0-2. And I'm speaking maybe more so about myself than maybe anyone else in this league. But just because then you have to maybe guess a little bit more.
Febre scoops it up, throws it into left field. Sis Bates headed for third base, and she will make it. It's a good decision by Jackson to hold McClenny at first. And there's Sis Bates and Jen Sallin at third.
Number 1, Victoria Hayward.
Buddies, Sis Bates said she's got Jen Sallin on her fridge at home.
Well, in the way that this ball was taking Allison Febre, you just have to be able to make a better throw to Hannah Flippin in that moment. We're dealing with a little bit of a wet ball.
First and third for Victoria Hayward. She's already gotten out once in this game. Pops this one up. I think it's going to get into the stands.
Maybe the closest it'll get to us.
We'll get there. Come on. We'll get there. 5.5 innings to go. We can get one. Vic Hayward 0 for 1. She's due. You can't say that about a lot of people, but she's almost good. When you draft her on your team, I would feel pretty good that I'm going to get a base runner twice out of her.
Oh.
And that's probably an off night. And Odyssey Alexander has got her twice in the first 2 innings. A big 2 outs for Odyssey. 2 away. Can you get Amanda Lorenz for the second time in as many innings? One and 0. Lorenz, another one. You're talking about McClenny just never having issues down 0-2. Lorenz is one where you just feel like it doesn't really matter what counts. She looks pretty darn comfortable in there. '50th pitch coming for Odyssey Alexander. Nice look from our key cam in the stands. As we wrap up week 3 in Rosemont. Slow roller, Alexander going to put the tag on Lorenz for out number 3. Now the first 3 batters, a walk, a double, and then Danielle Gibson.
And this is just laser. Look at that swing. Goes down to get it. Laser beam out of here. Tie ball game, folks.
Three, great start to this game if you like offense. A couple big swings in this one, and inning points on the line. Team McClenny would secure those as we get Haley McClenny mic'd up out in center field. Haley, thanks for joining us out there. We love the singing voice to bring us on. That was from you being mic'd up yesterday. You had to know that was going on the air first off.
Absolutely.
We were talking when we went to break, and we just were pretty certain 3 runs were not going to deter you guys. You were so hot at the plate yesterday. I have to think that felt good for you guys as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, so happy for Danielle Gibson. You know, she's been struggling a little bit. As a rookie, this is a really tough environment. So for her to get that swing in that big situation was really clutch for our team. So super proud of her. But, yeah, it's a good softball game.
Haley, I have to ask you, I mean, your battle scars.
Yeah.
We're banded up.
We're in it, man. We're freaking in it.
Take me through, like, when you're laying out and you already know that you got, like, burns from pretty much turf burn on your arms. Do you even think about that when you're going to attempt to lay out?
No, absolutely not. Outs last forever. These scars are going to heal in a couple days. So all is well. You know, we got the trainers taped up and everything's good to go. I might slide if I have to tonight, but we'll see. We'll see if I get a ball in the gap.
How's it been captaining this team?
Oh, it's so fun. I wanted to pick high energy people, really competitive people. And you know, my strategy was going in and just like take what's best available on the board and try to piece it together that way. Super happy with what I got. The energy's been phenomenal. And I mean, I think we have the deepest roster out of all 4 this weekend. So I really like where we're at. And pitching, defense, and hitting, we got all 3. So can't ask for much more.
I feel like we're definitely starting to see a little bit more action maybe with the facilitators in season 3. How's it been with Jen? Have you guys been able to connect on the coaching side a little bit? Has she been able to help you out?
Get that one. Yeah, Gib. Yeah, J-Sal's been freaking awesome. It's awesome being with a facilitator that values communication as much as I do when it comes to on-the-field stuff. And we've just been bouncing ideas back and forth between each other of, okay, who's good in this spot, who's good in that spot, what do we think here, pitching rotation, how do we feel about it? So it's nice to have that comfort of someone that knows the game like her with as much experience as she has too. It's comfort for me knowing I can just come out here and play and kind of trust her to take the reins in game.
Haley, I know you've played with Janae Jefferson. You speak super highly of her. She made a great play there at second base. It's been a little bit of a rough go for her offensively. She's hit the ball well at times, just hasn't found a hole. Have you had any conversations with her?
I haven't had a chance to talk to her. We haven't been on the same team, so it kind of sucks a little bit. I love watching her play, and I think she's probably one of the most competitive people that's in this group of rookies. And I think for her, she's so good, it's only a matter of time. I hope that time's not tonight. I hate to say that, but maybe next week she can get the bats rolling and maybe we can be on the same team.
Well, Haley, we really appreciate you letting us talk to you in game. We love watching you out there. And every time, I mean, we were kind of talking, we love it when Aaliyah Andrews and when you were out there in center field, we're like, just hit it into the gap. Let's see what they can do.
We love it. We love it. Audis rule, man. Thank you guys.
Keep it up, Haley. She is tremendous, and somebody I just think, like, if you watch as a fan, if you've played, if you love the game and you watch Haley McClenny, you'd be like, I want to play with her. I want to be on her team, absolutely.
Guilty.
I am too. She just wouldn't want me on her team. That's the problem as Fevery goes down swinging.
Yeah, there's just certain players with that fearless mentality. Rachel Garcia, one of them. Haley McClenny, one of those players where it's like, she's all about the team. And yeah, personal performance matters because she wants to be her best for the team. But at the end of the day, the energy is much needed. She's fueled off of that. She picks and drafts teams where she's able to be lifted up by others. And she leads a charge.
Leah Andrews watched that one. It was up and in from Garcia, who we said she can get settled in. Is this her settling in right now? Ground out strikeout now against Andrews. Has strike one. One fouled back from Aaliyah Andrews. And it's 1-2. Half swing, did she go? Yes, she did. Rachel Garcia says, hold on a second. I know what I'm doing out here, and a 0 on the board. The inning win points are level now, 2 Ks for Garcia.
Money, strikeout. Little low rise on the outside corner. Catches Aaliyah Andrews off guard.
All tied up at 3, going to the 3rd inning, and the rain continues to come down, and I think it's been longer than 8 minutes. Danielle Laurie, we will get to that, but first, the upcoming schedule for Athletes Unlimited Softball. Tomorrow, 5 Eastern, the Week 4 draft. AUProsports.com for more info on that, to see where those teams land. Coverage continues Week 4 here in Rosemont on ESPN Plus next Friday. Will be those captains. Carrie Eberle was a captain already this season, and she is the new pitcher for Team Mulipola. Can she eat up some innings? Base hit on the first pitch, though, from Taylor Edwards. No wasting time for Taylor. Mcclenny coaching her up over at first base.
Well, and swinging early in the count, knowing Carrie Eberle wants to find a way to get ahead since she's just come into this game. I feel like this truly does look like the most free that Taylor Edwards has played in Athletes Unlimited. She just looks like she's having so much fun. She's been consistent, having a ball, and that's really what it's all about.
One-oh count to Sierra Romero. Good location there on the inside half, 1-1. Sierra walked and came around to score on that Danielle Gibson 3-run shot.
this a really good opportunity for Carrie Eberle to get some good points. We know how pitchers gain points in this league, +4 points for every single out recorded, and -10 for those earned runs. So this is an opportunity, tie ball game, for her to go and lead from the front, try to get some good points and put Team Mulipola in a position to win innings and win the game.
Romero, oh, Jefferson almost had another one. That was really moving as Edwards slides into second just ahead of the throw. Well, Janae Jefferson, she would have one-upped herself with that.
Oh, very rarely do you get back-to-back plays like that. Janae Jefferson, so close. Opportunity here for Mia Davidson, and like I said, when the ball goes up in the air in the outfield, anything can happen. Runners need to be on the move.
Can't wait to watch Janae Jefferson develop as a pro. Mcclenny will speak as highly of her as anybody. Supremely talented. We got a pinch runner, Sydney Sherrill is in to run for Edwards. Romero at first, Eberle in the circle, about to face the power hitter Mia Davidson.
Number 26, Sydney Sherrill. Sherrill running for Taylor Edwards.
First pitch to Davidson. Lower part of the zone in the outside corner, strike one. Average is climbing right now. Big swing there. Piper steps on third, goes to second to Jefferson for the double play to get both the lead runners. Nice play by Lily Piper yet again over at third base.
She was trying to set up the triple play. That would have been something.
It really would. I kind of looked at Davidson when that got about halfway there. If Piper could have fielded it with her left foot already on the bag, you might have saved about a half second there, and just maybe. They brought Mia Davidson back into the box. And it ruled it a foul ball. Shows you what I know. Oh, 2 outside from Eberle. One-two count. Looking for a better result than the first time, although she does go back in that direction. Nice play by Jen Salling over there. Look at her glove.
Like picking up little snippets.
She wanted it. Able to hold off on that pitch that goes too far outside, 2-2. This could be Carrie Eberle's chance to make a big jump on the leaderboard because of all the innings she can eat up. Get those 4 points as Davidson's rung up. Inside corner. She thought she was headed to first.
Gibson.
And it's Danielle Gibson. This looks familiar.
I just love her swing. She's got a short, compact swing through the zone. This gets out of here so quick.
Carrie Eberle locating well right now, which has been a little bit of an issue. Trying to find that strike zone the last couple times in the circle, but she has done a really nice job so far to hit some of these corners, and does it again to Gibson, who's now down 0-2. 0-2 pitch.
Oof, good spot, Carrie Eberle. Pretty, kind of a high drop up in the zone. I like that pitch.
Runs that too far outside. Daniel Gibson's even the count at 2-2. Arkansas product. Lets that one go. From 0-2 to 3-2 for the rookie. It's interesting how you get like second season kind of with Athletes Unlimited. She played the AUX season. First year with Athletes Unlimited. Hits this one really high out in the center. Andrews didn't see it initially, and she still makes the catch. And that was a nice job to stick with that. The wind is from left to right. She actually looked over at Jasmine Jackson initially like she thought that was going to left field, I think.
Wow. Yeah, hard to catch those. A lot of hang time, and it's swirling around up there, and you can see her face. She's just, I can't really see it. It's almost scary hitting it up in the air for the outfielders. And that would be the goal for me if I'm stepping into the batter's box. I want to try to punch it to the outfield. I want to test them. I want to try to make them move.
One 1-0 to Clifton. In there for strike one. Look at that. It is a fierce wind right now. It is still raining. For Aaliyah, when she was looking at Jasmine Jackson, it felt like she thought it was going to her. That it is blowing straight across the field from left to right. Clifton right down the line, and that's a good job by Fever to get in front of the pace so it didn't deflect off of it. A nice inning for Eberle after a couple hits. We're still tied at 3. All tied up, 3-3. Bottom of the third, 10 inning points on the line, and some young fans getting some cuts in the cage down the left field line. And some rips too. You got to get out here. You can take some too. See how good you can do. If you can get any points there. auprosports.com/tickets. Now I got to get out there.
Love to see it.
Come on now. You know, just might surprise you, Dan.
I don't think that I've gotten the chance to see, you know, usually my partners, I get to see them do something athletic. I just haven't gotten that chance with you. I see Eric Collins do Peloton and we compete, but I haven't gotten that chance with you.
Wow. That's
so
tough.
I can't say that I know how you'd rip it off a tee. That's all.
Okay. All right.
Just trying to light a fire under you.
Oh, you done. Done. Jasmine Jackson will lead off the inning. See if I can make it through the next 4.5 with my confidence where you just put it. Rachel Garcia growing in confidence in the circle after a 1-2-3 inning to sit down 7, 8, 9 in the order.
And as a pitcher, when you give up a 3-run inning, give up a couple home runs to stay the course and continue to keep grinding. But the fact that Team McClenny came out and answered back after Garcia gave up those 3 runs in the first inning is huge. And that lifts you up as a pitcher. It allows for you to feel good and say, hey, my team has my back. I'm good. And then I focus on the task at hand and just go out. We got a 0-0 ball game, essentially, is what it feels like. Clean slate.
Raced it quick. Haley McClenny's team can really swing it. Ooh, felt good. Jasmine Jackson She'll take 8 points at least for getting hit by that pitch.
Oof.
No, thank you. Runner on for the 2-hole Hannah Flippin, who reached on that air on Sierra Romero in the first inning. Swinging first pitch.
I mean, Hannah Flippin is one of those players that I put up there with Haley McClenny that I really just kind of, I'm sad that I never gotten the opportunity to take the field with them as a teammate, compete with them. I've competed against them many times, but there's a difference when you get the opportunity for them to be on your team. You're fighting for to win outs, win games, learn and get to hang out with each other a little bit more.
Hannah Flippin is 12 points out of the captain's chair, and again, there's a lot of trouble right now tracking these balls in the air.
We had the giant airplane going over. We had the skyrocket, and you're right, just a little bit of communication that was just missing from this play. Rachel's looking up, but looking also at Taylor Edwards behind the plate and vice versa. Someone has to come up and make that call.
Can Flippin make him pay? 1-2. Chops that one back into Edwards. Garcia's 61st here in the third. And on Flippin's hands. Mulipola on deck. Seems to have stopped for the moment. Flippin again down the left field line. We've got some brave cameramen manning the stations right now. Another 1-2. 9 foul balls from Hannah Flippin in 2 at-bats. 10 foul balls from Hannah Flippin in 2 at-bats.
Rachel Garcia trying to sneak that rise ball up underneath the hands.
Outside. There is not an easy out in this league. Rachel Garcia, the second place finisher behind her team captain in the final week of the AUX season, Danielle O'Toole, finally gets Flippin out. A line drive out to Haley McClenny. One away for Deja Mulipola. Can she do it again?
Wow. Clears her hips just so quick. It's a monster shot.
It was down and away to Mulipola to start things off. Once she hit out, up and in. Sits atop the leaderboard. Trying to pad it. Is she going to be the first hitter to ever be crowned Athletes Unlimited champion, as Edwards' throw cannot get Jasmine Jackson? That's 10 points for her, stealing the base.
Good jump by Jasmine Jackson. Haley McClenny backs that up, gets by Sierra Romero. And just going back to Mulipola, I mean, majority of her shots that we're seeing, where are they going? Left field.
Left field.
So I'm kind of saying, hey, I'm really gonna force you to maybe go oppo taco on me.
That's up and in again. This one is into left field to Lorenz. Anytime the ball goes in the air off that bat, just kind of hold your breath.
Well, now, and the flags are blowing in like crazy, which means it's going to be a lot harder to hit the ball out of here. But pitchers at times just being more mindful of the pitches you're throwing to Mulipola. I mean, if we have back-to-back 322-foot shots to left field and a 330-foot shot, I'm maybe just kind of going and expanding away and forcing her to hit it to the right side. And you don't ever want to fear throwing a certain location to a hitter, but the best hitter right now, I mean, Savannah Jaquish is up there, don't get me wrong. Amanda Chitty swings it. We got Haley McClenny, but as far as pure power on the inner half, Deja Mulipola is atop the charts for that reason. I mean, she's got a big old bat, swings it harder than anyone I think that I've ever seen. So if I were out on the mound, I would try to attack her and just force her to hit it to the right side. Hits an opposite field home run, tip your cap, because that's what you're trying to get her to do instead of giving her something in her wheelhouse.
That's what Shannon Rhodes did last time. She went over the right center field wall. Big swing there from Rhodes.
She took something off that. Rachel Garcia throws that last pitch at 63 miles an hour.
Up and in, ball 3. Shannon Rhodes knows all too well how tough it is out in the outfield. She had trouble with one in right field. Allowed Mia Davidson on. And there it is, Shannon Rhodes has reached for the second time. This time it's just a walk. 8 points for her though. Garcia still has 2 outs. She struck out Lily Piper the first time up. There's the Geico leaderboard. Mulipola 12 points clear of Jaquish. See Jasmine Jackson in that 20th spot. She's out there on second base right now. Odyssey Alexander started the game. Shannon Rhodes there in 21st. I really do. I think a lot of these players, as Piper sends one into left field, Loren's gonna have to come on quickly, will not get Jackson, or will she? What a throw by Lorenz! There is no way she should have been able to get Jasmine Jackson. That was a dart. It is going to be challenged. I thought there was no way.
Uses the turf here, gives it a little extra. Wow, so good. Woo!
Team Mulipola has initiated a captain's challenge of the call on the field. The call was out and no play. Jasmine Jackson out for what would be the 3rd out, but again,
What's the call?
is under review as initiated by Team
I think
Mulipola.
she got her hand in there for the tag.
I agree.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been that. I mean, that is a great throw. Team Mcclenny thinks they have an out.
The call at home is overturned. She got her hand in just before the tag.
They're in for a rude awakening, but I think that is the correct call.
The call.
Freaking kidding me?
So Jasmine Jackson is going to be safe at the plate. Lily Piper does her job and brings the go-ahead run around. Players are about to be told. So Team McClenny heads back out into the field. And there's the reaction from Jasmine Jackson.
And reversal upon video review. RBI hit, Billy Piper, inning win, Team Mulipola. Here's the second baseman.
I mean, this is a heck of a play. Throws on the money. Taylor Edwards is in the perfect position, but Jasmine Jackson, just a lot of speed. Able to get her hand in there first. And I think sometimes these athletes don't understand how hard of a play that is to the naked eye, like how quick that umpire behind the plate doesn't get the slow-mo view. He's making it on the call, and sometimes these umpires don't see the slow-mo views, and they do sometimes make mistakes, and they're human. Every umpire does, every referee does. I mean, it's just part of the game. It happens, and that's why we have instant replay to turn it over and make the right call. Doesn't mean that that was not an absolute gem of a throw by Amanda Lorenz.
Well, the umpires did that in game one today. Savannah Jaquish had used both of her captain's challenges for the game, but the umpires can step in that scenario and challenge a play themselves just to make sure they get stuff right in big situations, which it was. In front of McClenny, Jefferson brings home another run, and it's a 2-run lead. They've secured already the inning win points here in the third inning. Jefferson was probably thinking, Haley, you better not do it to me. Teammates with Team USA, she's seen what Haley McClenny can do in center field.
Pitch on the inner half. Does a really good job of getting to this pitch, getting her hands inside the ball, hitting it right back up the middle. Good piece of hitting by Janae Jefferson.
Big swing there from Haley Busby. Oklahoma State fans are used to this. Busby and Febri back-to-back in the order. Just inside, 1-1. It's a 2-run lead for Team Mulipola. You've been doing the weather tonight. I'm going to do another prediction. I don't think this game ends 5-3.
I'm with you, partner.
Not with these two lineups. The rain is back. So one of us has been wrong. We'll see if the other one is too.
Do you want to go hit off the tee? I'll show you who's boss.
Okay. The tee I would be fine. If you want to really show me who's boss, then you'd get in the circle and I would not be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not stepping in the box against you. No way.
It's just.
No way.
I'm not sure that I want that pain lingering for about a week. Body pain.
You'd be laughing so hard at me taking a swing. And Garcia sits down Busby on strikes, but 2 runs coming across. Jasmine Jackson turning on the Jets. Shannon Rhodes scoring the 2nd run of the game. What a close play.
Money slide, Jasmine Jackson getting in there. 10 points for Team Mulipola.
(5-3), 10-inning win points for Team Mulipola. Key Michael with 2 very special guests, Danielle Laurie's daughter, Maddie, and Charlotte Morgan, the facilitator's daughter, Boston.
Yeah, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. You guys didn't know? Maddie, Boston, it's awesome that you guys are here. What have you been up to this weekend?
Been getting bullpens from Alex. Been hanging out with the players. Been shagging.
Yeah, you've been learning a lot. What have you learned so far, and who have you learned it from?
I've learned a lot from Jen.
One of our facilitators.
Yeah.
What did you learn from her?
Just to keep my hands by my ears when I'm hitting.
Oh, I like that. That's over my head, softball lingo. But speaking of Jen, she was in the Olympics with your mom. Your mom is a 2-time Olympian. How cool is that?
It's really cool. Someday I hope I can be like her.
Oh, you absolutely will. You keep working hard and keep showing up and learning from the players. You're going to be great. Well, thanks you guys for being on the broadcast. You want to say bye?
Bye. Bye.
Boston is relaxing, and your daughter just absolutely melted your heart in the booth.
Hey, she's playing me.
Yeah,
She's
you're right. Yeah,
playing me.
what are you guys doing tomorrow? yeah. You know
I know
what?
her
Okay.
lingo.
Okay.
She's doing what she can to get what she can get from Mama. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't.
It worked. It worked, no doubt. Sis Bates flipping to her left. Nice play right there up the middle. Quick out number 1 for Eberle. This is cool. Like, I'm super jealous of this. Sierra Romero giving your daughter her glove. That is awesome.
That was incredible. Like, that literally made me tear up. Maddie runs over with this glove. I was like, oh, Romo's letting you borrow her glove? She said, no, she gave it to me. I'm like, do you understand the little softballers that
Seriously.
would absolutely pass out in a situation like this? And I will say, every single woman in this league has been so kind to my daughter, obviously Charlotte Morgan's daughter, who's a facilitator. They've just been absolutely incredible. So I'm very thankful that they've opened up this big, beautiful family to allow me to bring my daughter in and just kind of show her the ropes of what I do, but more importantly, get her to hang out with all of them. Yep. She learns more from them than she will from me.
Oh, I don't know about that, but she is having a blast. She really is. She's in her element. I've got to see her a few times over there shagging balls, and she is in her element. McClenny right back to Eberle, who takes care of the leadoff hitter in the order for out number 2. Eberle looking for a quick inning, turn it back over to the bats as fast as possible. Victoria Hayward. I don't know that I've seen Vic Hayward go 0 for 3 to start a game all summer long in San Diego or here in Rosemont.
I feel like we were blessed with a performance yesterday of 9 for 10 from the first 3 hitters of Team McClenny with Haley McClenny, Victoria Hayward, and Amanda Lorenz. And it just seems like something's off when they don't get on base, but what they did yesterday was remarkable.
Who's one of the toughest batters you faced in your career? Is there somebody that comes to mind? It's like that was always a duel, and obviously there's going to be a lot of them. You've played at such a high level, but is there somebody in particular that comes to your mind?
College days, Caitlin Cochran, she played for Arizona State.
Yep.
Probably at the professional level and U.S. I would say, like, facing Jessica Mendoza, facing Kelly Kretschmann at the 2008 Olympics, they're just like, there's no one like them.
Well, a great inning there from Carrie Eberle. 1, 2, 3.
Here's something really cool for the softball players and coaches here tonight.
Our Geico defensive play of the game.
Of course, Janae Jefferson. This will be a Sports Center top 10 highlight for sure. It's got to be in there.
Following suit with her Team USA teammate Haley McClenny, who was number 9 on the Sports Center top 10 last night. For diving play, and she should have been higher just from the wounds that she got on her arms sliding across the turf. They're all bandaged up. She is such a tremendous center fielder. Andrea Filler hoping to put in some work right now. Pinch hitting for Allison Febri. Filler's had plenty of fans in the stands, friends and family here to support her. Garcia back to the circle. 4th inning of work for her. Inside, almost got Filler. She looked back like, yeah, almost, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I think she's saying it might have. I think like she was saying it clipped her right arm. Up top, ball 2. Rachel Garcia trying to work quickly like Carrie Eberle just did. It's outside 3-0. We've got Lily Piper in the chair chat. Lily, we have just bragged and bragged. We can't get enough of your defense. Has that been a focus for you over the last year coming into AUX? Because you were great there too, but the arm has been great. The glove has been great. What's going on with your defense right now?
Yeah, I'm just super confident right now and confident in my abilities, and I've been putting in work here and there, so I'm just happy I can showcase it and got the opportunity to do it.
I loved it last weekend when you were like trying to manifest stuff through the mic.
Absolutely.
And then it almost pretty much happened. But just even going back to that last play, were you trying to roll a triple play?
Oh, we actually manifested that. I looked at Carrie, I said, find me one down the line and we'll turn the triple play. You know, to me, I thought it was fair, but just because I wanted to, give us an ESPN moment there. But it was super awesome.
What's it been like playing in year 3? I mean, you played in the inaugural season, and then when you went through the tryout process, and now to me, you're a staple player. I mean, you've made a name for yourself in this league. You've been incredible. Was there anything in particular you wanted to do a little different heading into championship season 3?
Yeah, I just wanted to be an all-around player. You know, my offense has showed the past couple of years, and I just wanted to be able to put that on defense and be an all-around player and an everyday starter, and I'm just trying to keep that going and do what I can for my team.
Has anyone stood out to you, some of the younger players that you've been able to watch this season as really kind of feeling like they have a big-time future?
I think Gibby looks really good. She obviously hit a home run against us, so I won't give her too much credit. But I think our rookies are going to do really well for us this year, and Janae looks really good as well, and she's confident up there, and that's what it takes to be here in the pros.
Hey, if you need an additional inning, you think you bring in Maddie Locke? Or?
Absolutely. Hey, that was a strike. I'll give it to her every time.
That's what I'm saying.
Lily Piper, always a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
Keep it up. She has been so good defensively. I mean, really, I think we've talked so much about the outfielders, about the shortstops for that Geico Defensive Player of the Year, and there's 3 finalists that all get a cash bonus. There's one player who is named the Geico Defensive Player of the Year, but 3 finalists, and I think she's in the conversation. If you had a pool of 8 to 10 players, I think she's definitely in there, and she's not at the end of that list.
No, Lily Piper has, I mean it when I say that she's made a statement. She played in the first season of Athletes Unlimited, did not get asked back for season 2, went to the open tryout, made the team, and has just performed day in and day out. And at the end of the day, let your performance do the talking, because you can't ever take that away from yourself. The work, you choose to put that in, but when the lights turn bright, are you ready to say, let's get down and let's get after it? And that's exactly what Lily Piper's continued to do.
Keeping it light with her pitcher too. Jackson went around and she strikes out. A 1-2-3 inning. Rachel Garcia following Carrie Eberle's lead on the other side.
This little rise ball, back-to-back rise ball she's been able to get. Jasmine Jackson, first at bat and the third.
(5-3) the score. Carrie Eberle and Rachel Garcia putting up zeros in the 4th, so the inning points roll over to the 5th. There is 20 on the line in this inning. Don't miss your chance to see these athletes in action. You can get your tickets today at auprosports.com/tickets. You got to find a way to get here to Rosemont. It has been an absolute blast. There are 2 weeks to go. The Week 4 draft is tomorrow. We've got one of the highlights. You have got to see Sis Bates in person. TV just doesn't do it justice. She is that good. Sis, we had a great moment last night. Young fan in the crowd getting interviewed, talking about her favorite player, Sis Bates. She comes down the field later. You sign the autograph. You get a picture with her. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, such a sweetie. I remember so vividly. They were like, what do you like about Sis? And she said that I was fierce. And I was like, oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you.
Sis, take me through what it was like going and celebrating.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Go, 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 go. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. Just what it was like going to the Little League softball and getting to meet some of those athletes. Obviously, you were such a big deal to so many, but to those little ladies at the Little League World Series, How incredible was that for you to connect with them, get up in the broadcast booth? Take me through it.
It was so sweet. Some of the girls are from Washington and Seattle, so I remember some of them from our games, so it was just a really special moment.
What has it been like getting the opportunity? I mean, I know we hear about it a little bit with the media stuff, but Jen Salling, a facilitator, I know that you got to obviously play with her your freshman year when she was on staff, but to be able to connect with facilitators like that, but also some of the other talent around the league.
Totally. Jen makes everybody better just by being herself, not just a coach, but as a human. So I'm really, really grateful that I have this time with her. Drop, drop, drop. That's some good stuff. Go, 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 go. Oh, she's gone. Sorry, I'm back.
Hey, you're doing the work for us. That's fine with us up here.
It's the
we're
go,
hanging
go,
out.
go, go, go.
There you go. Absolutely. Sis, where does the energy come from? Like, you are always cheerful, enjoying playing the game. We saw your dad in San Diego. Absolutely great person. So excited, loves watching you. Where does the energy that you play with come from?
Yeah, he's awesome. First of all, John Bates is a gem. But honestly, I'm just being out here with the people that I love fills me up with joy. So it's easy to have fun when you have like the best humans around you.
Are we losing our voice a little bit from cheering so loud?
Yeah, the hotties are so hot, and I just keep screaming for them. And man,
Halos?
What a name. Come on.
Halos Hotties?
Halos Hotties, guys.
I'm here for it. Not the Flamin' Cheetos?
We like those too. We just like to eat the Cheetos.
Gotcha.
Makes the mouth hot, gives me heartburn, but I'm in for it for the hotties.
Sis Bates. Oh, keep it up. Hey, you stick around. You can call the game for us too if you really want to.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I'll keep up the go, 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 go. Actually, this is good luck. So even if we get off, I'm just going to sit here.
Okay, that's fine with us. We appreciate you sitting in the chair with us.
Thanks, you guys. Danielle, I love you.
Love you.
Oh, Sis Bates.
She's a hoot. One of my daughter's all-time favorite players. Like, just every single time that we would go to Washington games, like, Sis was so good about being able to connect with her fans. And I think that's such an important piece to the game that is sometimes very hard to teach. That connection with little kiddos is so huge, to just be able to kind of pass on your knowledge, give them an opportunity to meet you and understand why you play this game. It's pretty special.
She's hanging out in the chair chat. It's a good spot. It's a comfortable chair, and it is lucky. I think officially we can say the chair chat's lucky. There you go. She said, I'm going to stay here.
Well, and why would she move?
Sierra Romero, can she deliver with Sis Bates in the chair chat? She walks. An out has not been recorded since Sis Bates went to the chair chat. This is fantastic.
Look at those cleats. She's got a smiley face on the bottom of her cleats. I mean, it just kind of goes to show. Happy camper.
So Romero on first, Edwards on second, Davidson at the plate, Sis Bates in the chair chat, and Team Mulipola having a conversation.
You see Haley McCleney, who just kind of was connecting a little bit with Jen Salling, the facilitator. Not sure if it's just conversations about pinch runners, pinch hitters, but you heard Haley McCleney talk about it, the communication piece. It's something that she really appreciates when she sets foot on the field, likes to know what's going on.
First pitch to Davidson, outside corner strike. Lily Piper over at third, we talked to her in the chair chat. She knows what it's all about. She knows that the chats are lucky, you get mic'd up, it's lucky. She's gonna see Sis Bates down the first base line. She's gonna think something's going on here. What's she doing in that chair?
She's still sitting in that chair?
She's still sitting in the chair.
Wow.
She's not moving until she is.
Until she potentially.
She's due up fourth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We'll see. We'll see if she waits until she's on deck. That's what's gonna be really interesting. And Davidson ahead 2-1.
And it's been really cool to see Mia Davidson and just consistency with her at bats. And you don't always get that as a rookie, but her bat is way too hot, too scary to not have in the lineup day in and day out. Opportunity here, big time hitters count, runners on board, none out for Mia Davidson.
The walks hurt Eberle in her last start of week 2. Up top, ball 4, 2 straight walks, the bases are loaded. Danielle Gibson already has a 3-run home run in this game. She hit for the home run cycle at Arkansas. She's up with nobody out and the bases loaded. Sis Bates left the chair chat.
I mean, she's up soon. Has to.
Gibson swinging first pitch, strike 1. Has to feel good for Danielle Gibson. And said it was tough. Rehabbing the thumb. She suffered at AUX. Don't have the trainers surrounding you all the time like you have in college. She said she feels like she's getting back into it. That was the beginning of last week. And I think you're seeing it come to fruition in this week. Edwards, Romero, Davidson. 1-1. Way out in front of the off speed.
Dirty.
Carrie Eberle needs an out. 20 inning points on the line here in the 5th as Gibson hits this one out of play. Carrie Eberle has forced 7 double plays in the circle this season. And it's that heavy drop ball that you're always talking about with her. That has been the magic ingredient in doing that.
And at times that's the pitch that she just hasn't been able to locate for a strike. But you see her throw some of these changeups and just completely get hitters off balance. And sometimes I don't know why she doesn't start with that off speed. And she throws it there at a 1-2 count, just drifts a little bit off the plate. But a changeup at times is a pitch that's going to set up your hard stuff. And sometimes your hard stuff is going to set up that change. But if you hide the changeup against some of these hitters, they find a way to hit the hard stuff, get on time with that heavy drop ball.
2-2. Swing, Eberle back to the plate. Mulipola to first, she did it again! For the 8th time this season, Carrie Eberle induces a double play.
It's a really good job by Carrie Eberle. At times she's not wicked comfortable with throwing overhand, but finds a way to throw a great one to Mulipola behind the plate, who also has a cannon. Big time play by Eberle to induce that double play.
Clifton swinging first pitch, foul ball, strike 1.
Everybody clap your hands.
Clifton has struggled at the plate this season. He's had a good week defensively at third base. She can hit. Just hasn't come together yet. Fouls that one away too. This is a big moment in the game. Mcclenny has the 1 run here in the 5th. So they're going to put pressure on Team Mulipola in the bottom half to get something for those inning points. But as far as the game goes, bases loaded, no outs. To not give up anything else could be the biggest point in this game. Clifton is battling.
When you are struggling at the plate, I mean, you just have to have that mentality, the Dory from Finding Nemo mentality of just keep swinging. Because at times it's more mental than it is anything mechanical. You just got to keep having good at-bats, putting in the work in the dome, hitting off, you know, Alex, who's been throwing live to these ladies a lot, and just keep getting your hacks, because sooner or later something will come together for you, and at times majority of the struggles come from just being too hard on yourself mentally.
Ooh, Clifton. It's hit in the leg. And the bases are loaded.
This heavy drop just kind of gets her. That'll leave a bruise.
Well, the chair chat is about to be tested. It is Sis Bates coming up. Can she deliver big for her team? The go-ahead run on second base is Mia Davidson. Sis singled back in the second inning. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Oh, 1 goes back to it.
Great job by Carrie Eberle, back-to-back solid drop balls outside part of the plate, keeping them down.
That one runs too far outside. Tried to tempt her. You can hear Haley McClenny down at first base, or in the on deck circle, I should say, encouraging Sis Bates at the plate. One, two. That is too far outside, 2-2.
Good at bat by Sis Bates. Carrie Eberle choosing to kind of stay away. Throws this drop ball, just leaks a little too far on the outside part of the plate.
Up top, ball 3.
Woo!
Does this have it in her? There's 3 grand slams in AU history. Pops this one up and out of play.
Gosh, if I'm Carrie Eberle right now, I sneak an off-speed in. I just do it. You know that she's sitting on something away, drop ball. That's kind of been her money pitch to Sis Bates. Gotten ahead. You see her just go up in the zone a little bit. Wonder if she'll throw something off speed, take something off.
Another full count delivery. Down low, and Sis Bates walks to tie the game.
It's a really good at bat. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
McClenny gets a chance. It's away from Mulipola, and Mia Davidson comes across.
That gets the umpire. I hope he's okay. Just kind of gets by Mulipola, the top of the glove. Mia Davidson, sure thing, crossing home.
Wild pitch is how they rule it. Eberle still with 2 runners on. 6-5 lead for Team McClenny. Is inside.
I'm not sure if you noticed Haley McClenny's plate song. It's from one of my favorite bands, Alabama.
Yes, yes.
She's a Birmingham gal.
Yep. she was singing earlier, and it was it was interesting. Which I think is interesting. Like, she is so intense, so competitive, but also at the same time in such a comfort zone on the softball field that she is so relaxed.
It's all that a lot of these women have known in the best way. I mean, when you cross those lines, that's your safe space. It's where you've spent most of your days.
That is up just a little bit. McClenny is on. Bases loaded for Victoria Hayward.
This is a lot. We're going on pitch 40 here of this inning, and this is just kind of the stuff that I'm talking about, Chucky, with maybe just at times having a little bit of a shorter leash. Having someone warmed up in the bullpen. I mean, we've already seen Odyssey Alexander. You know, Alicia Ocasio's there. Greta Cicchetti, we have not gotten a chance to see her play yet, but
Carrie Eberle is a little upset with the strike zone right now. She kind of threw her hand up, thinking, where is that? It's a 1-0 count to Victoria Hayward. She is 0 for 3. And Hayward lines out to Piper. Eberle gives up 3 in the 5th, but strands the bases loaded.
just a laser. Lily Piper exactly where she needs to be. Gets Team Mulipola out of the jam.
Back in Rosemont, 6-5. Team McClenny takes over the lead. Their second 3-run inning of the game. And Team Mulipola bounce back. There are 20 inning points on the line here for these two teams who have been very evenly matched to this point. And Rachel Garcia is back in the circle. She has just been a warrior this weekend. Yesterday threw a ton of pitches, grinded through a complete game, great performance. There's 5 runs across against her, but I don't know this is the wrong decision.
I like having her out there still. I mean, she's just an absolute gamer. When the game's on the line, she's going to execute great pitches and give you everything she has, and that's all that matters in the moment.
There's Haley McClenny going to secure her spot as a captain in week 4. Hannah Flippin has been a very tough batter to face tonight. She has seen 19 pitches, 10 in her first at bat, 9 in her second. Talking about hearing stuff on the mic, and there was a very young fan that just said hi to Deja Mulipola in the on deck circle. Third pitch of Flippin's third at bat is fouled away.
Gets her chasing 55 miles an hour down in the zone.
One, two. She has been a foul ball machine. 12 foul balls when Flippin's been at the plate. Just 3 at bats, and this one is probably far from over. That was the 100th pitch from Garcia. Swinging, Sis baits it short and makes the play. Retires Flippin in her shortest at bat of the night. Garcia went 1-2-3 in the 4th inning. She's retired 5 straight batters now.
Hardest thrown pitch of the night, 70 miles an hour. Amp it up a little bit when you're facing one of the hottest hitters in the league.
Deja Mulipola with a 22-point lead over Savannah Jaquish at the top of the leaderboard. There it is, the Geico leaderboard. You never know what can happen, but you feel pretty good about Mulipola and Jaquish both picking. And it's going to take some catching to get to Chittister as well. This is going to get out of play, mile high. Garcia ahead in the count to the second straight batter. Mulipola deep to center. McClenny backpedaling, the wind probably helping, and McClenny makes the catch.
Right fielder number 6, Shannon Rhodes.
6 straight retired for Garcia. Shannon Rhodes earlier in the game, pretty good swing.
Yeah, back-to-back jack, 69 miles an hour curveball in the outer half, stays on time with it, lets the velocity of the pitch do the talking in a sense where she just kind of has to stick her bat out at it, puts a great swing, gets out of here real quick.
Down and away from Garcia to start off Shannon Rhodes. The Texas product hitting almost 400 on the season. 21st on the leaderboard. Inside catches the corner, strike one. Shannon Rhodes was drafted in 2021. She took the season off. She told us the other day, reached back out to the league and said, hey, does the offer still stand? And she said, luckily it did. And it's been great for her to be back and great for the league to have her because she has been really good. She's the game leader in points tonight with 68.
There's something really good about taking a healthy break from the game. Like, at times people may not even have a clue as to how mentally draining college is. Like, it just, the grind of all of it, and postseason and your senior year and the ups and downs, and sometimes these women aren't ready to go into the professional league. They just need to take a second to breathe.
Shannon Rhodes pipes this one to deep center. It's gone! The second time tonight for Shannon Rhodes. Continues to swing a hot bat.
This is an off-speed pitch. She goes down to get it. This is dead center, flags blowing in, so you know she got a really good piece. Haley McClenny gets up. Tie ball game.
Big swing there from Shannon Rhodes, who is having a tremendous day. She had 68 points. She's now up to 108 for the game. She's got her team tied. I have a good feeling she's on her way to an MVP nod. Lily Piper's turn. Upstairs, ball one from Garcia. She's up 15 spots. Excuse me, up 5 spots on the leaderboard to number 16. As Garcia misses inside 2-0. You never know, maybe Shannon Rhodes is going to start to make a little run. She's definitely going to go in the draft pretty early. She doesn't play one of the, I think it really tells you how good the bat is. If you don't play one of those primary spots, center field, shortstop, and you're going high in the draft as a corner outfielder, you're really swinging it. And Shannon Rhodes most likely will. Does it again. But it's the inning points that go to Team McClenny. 20 of them, and we are tied going to the 6th. For every run scored during this year's Athletes Unlimited softball season, aspiration is planting 10 trees, and unfortunately for pitchers, there will be a lot of trees planted.
Yes. Amanda Lorenz has been a force tonight. Scoot herself around the bases. Taylor Edwards finds a way to get her in.
And look who's coming up. Amanda Lorenz. 3-4-5 in a game that will have big implications on the leaderboard. You look at the chase for 4th right now. Flippin's 2 back of Bubba Nichols. Haley McClenny is 8 points back of Bubba Nichols. I mean, there is no way for Bubba Nichols to stay in that spot. She's in a really good spot going into week 4, but there's no way for her to be a captain next week based on what has to happen to finish this game. But the race is on for that 4th spot. Good spot there from Eberle on the outside corner. 1-1 count to start off Lorenz. Carrie Eberle was a captain in week 2. Fell down the leaderboard just a little bit. When we came into this week, though, the top 20 was split up by less than 300 points. So they get Lorenz for the first out of the inning. So 1 to 20 was about a 296-point gap. That can be made up really, really fast. I mean, Amanda Sanchez back in 2020 almost did it with 290. Jaquish we've seen with 278 this season already. We've seen a handful of mid-200s. So it can be done. I mean, Kat Osterman, of course, on there twice.
Yeah.
I'm not certain on this, but I want to think, it feels like 264 has to be the max for a pitcher. If Kat's on there twice with the same number, you get the feeling
that she's maxed out.
She threw a complete game shutout. Her team won every single every win point, and she got the top MVP.
We need someone to break that down for us. I'm not the math.
That is the case.
Matisha.
264 is the max for pitchers.
All right.
Look at that. And Kat did it twice.
I was gonna go back to my notebook and do like the elementary school math and start to like stack it and figure it out, but that's why we have you two over there.
Okay. That's a good part. You've got the kids, so you're like kind of refreshed on how to do those things. Like I can't do simple division anymore. It's ridiculous.
My husband.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He's the tutor when it comes to that stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, so
swing and a miss.
You're gonna get 84 points for all the outs, 120 points for the win plus winning innings, and 60 for that MVP one. Good drop ball by Carrie Eberle.
So Kat's maxed out the pitcher points twice.
Yeah, that's tough to do. Very tough to do.
Sierra Romero has reached every time. 2 walks, a single, and she scored a couple times. 0-1 to her, down low, 1-1. One and one outside. I'd be interested to see you get one of the Romero sisters as a captain. Who they pick first? Because I think it's tempting just to want to play with your sister.
I know. Now I want to get him in the chair chat and I want to ask him.
We gotta remember that.
It's hard not to go pitcher for me, just because if you don't have pitching, you're not going to win.
Yep.
And it's not that. It's not a dig on the pitchers in the league, but I have to go with complete game pitchers, meaning like right now, Danielle O'Toole and Rachel Garcia are the 2 pitchers that have shown that they can, for the most part, put in the work to do a full 7 innings. And as a captain, You want that because that means that their stuff is dirty and they're able to get hitters out, and you can rely on that. And I also go as far as like matchups, and I know I say this a lot, but you want to find pitchers that complement each other. I would go with the mentality of pitching by committee maybe a little bit more. Carrie Eberle is heating up here as the innings go on. We still have a tie ball game. Whew.
Let's head down to Jeddah.
The perfect spot for professional softball here in Rosemont. We got to give the catchers some love here. Victoria Hayward, for the first time ever, caught stealing.
And Sachel Palacios steps up big time. Taylor Edwards, who's behind the dish, gets a speedy Morgan Zirkle.
There's Edwards. Had a great moment with her mic'd up too, that foul ball she caught. You said it, she's just having fun out there right now more than ever. Taylor McQuillan entering this game. Can she finish her week on a high note?
This is a great opportunity here for the lefty. Works great curveball, curve backdoor, good changeup. Is to come in and focus on 6 outs. There's a really cool job being a closer where you can give it all you got. You don't have to hide a pitch. Adrenaline's already supplied for you, and this is a good opportunity here for Taylor McQuillan to come in, hit good spots, put up some zeros.
Janae Jefferson, can she get things going? Seen her with a great defensive play in this game, an RBI single back in the third. Her average continues to rise, seems like every day. Good spot from McQuillan, couldn't get the call, 2-1. That one is in there, 2-2. Taylor McQuillan out of Arizona won 80 games with a career 1.95 ERA there. Just outside. She has been legally blind in her left eye since birth. And she has not let that hold her back one bit. Tremendous career that is still going and hopefully will continue for years to come. Hit well by Jefferson, but foul.
I mean, what an incredible story. Just to think about the adversity that that young lady has had to go through, and you would never know it based on how she throws, how she spins it, has never let that stand in the way. Goes to play softball at University of Arizona, helps get that team to the Women's College World Series. I mean, she's got to check off a lot of boxes in this sport and has been at the top the whole way through.
Great spot from McQuillan to get Jefferson looking. There's one away.
Really good curveball, and this is a pitch you don't want to leave. You never want to leave that up to the umpire. Tried to get that walk, but I think that pitch from Taylor McQuillan was right on point.
Conversation here. Sierra Romero is just so active, always coming in to talk to her pitchers from second base.
Pitch hitting for the DP, Haley Busby, number 41, Jordan Roberts.
We're excited to see this middle infield of Bates and Romero. Saw the Romero sisters on the same team one time in San Diego. There's Sis Bates. And the names, like the name recognition in this sport, in this league is so great. It should continue to get better. The coverage here on ESPN is Roberts holds back.
Tough pitch by Taylor McQuillan. You just see the weight shifted forward, fooled on the changeup.
1-1. That one is outside, 2-1. For Jordan Roberts, we talked about her. She can get on a really hot streak. She led weekend number 5 of season 1 of Athletes Unlimited with 580 points. That is a monster week. She is more than capable. Saw it in San Diego, jumped out early, and then got in a little bit of a slump. Great catcher at Florida. Outside, Roberts walks. There is 8 points for her. Busby's going to come out of the dugout to pinch run for Roberts. Job done.
Good at bat by Jordan Roberts. Team Mulipola in a position here where they would love to tack on one more run.
It's Andrea Filler that has a chance to do it. See some Northwestern Jackets in the stands watching Filler closely. Whew. Felt like she wanted that and just couldn't pull the trigger. One and one. Outside ball 2, 2-1.
When Taylor McQuillan's able to really kind of pick apart that outside part of the plate, she's very effective. When she can't get it for a strike, makes it a lot harder on herself.
In on those hands. 2-2 fighting. Don't forget the Unlimited Club provides great benefits. You can vote on league decisions, interact with players, there's signed items, and a lot more than that. Join today at auprosports.com. These players love engaging with the fans, especially the young fans, but of all ages for sure. So do you. I saw you signing autographs today.
I know, it's like my favorite thing, especially when they're like really young. I was like, oh, you remember like kind of who I am? Yeah. Well, some of them are like 10.
You played?
I mean, a sniff, but.
I remember watching Danielle Laurie. I think I was in grade school, but I remember watching.
Get outta here.
I remember watching you
me?
the Women's College World Series.
Grade school.
I was rooting for the Huskies that year.
I'm than you. Look at you.
I do remember it though. 2-2 count for Andrea Filler. Outside, 3-2. Leah Andrews is on deck. She's 0 for 2 tonight, but she's been swinging a good bat this weekend. Outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Roberts and Filler.
Center fielder, number 11, Aaliyah Andrews.
And here's Aaliyah. Quick conversation with McQuillan in the circle. She does have one out. As we look at our Geico leaderboard, it is going to come down to the wire for tomorrow's draft. Who are going to be those 4 captains? Somebody will pass Bubba Nichols in that 4th spot. The question is, who will it be? A lot of win points on the line here down the stretch in this game. Still 70 points to be decided. Andrews holds off on strike 1.
Great spot, back to back, goes with that backdoor curveball first pitch. And pumps that curveball, keeps it down in the zone. Snaps it off, really good pitch, wow.
0-2, big pitch here to Andrews. Swinging, right side, Romero tries to make the tag, and Canton Leah was close, but she is out at first. Will there be a challenge here?
Wow, look at that extension, that's incredible. What an athlete. Gotta go without.
I think so,
Yeah.
but that
isn't that just
long strides,
it's so good.
She is a crazy athlete.
Yeah.
Just raw athletic ability and then extreme skill as well, but that is impressive. Sierra Romero just got her. 2 away. Just outside, ball 1. Jasmine Jackson, can she deliver? 0 for 2, she was hit by a pitch. There it is, to the black of the plate for strike 1.
And right now, that's her bread and butter pitch, keeping it down, spinning it well.
Big swing. One, 2 from McQuillan. Spins it again, too far outside, 2-2. Drama building right now. Slaps it straight back.
Man, if she could snap a changeup off right now, I know, I sound like a broken record.
I'm here for it. I love it. Yeah.
But I mean, she's pumped curveball after curveball after curveball. If she could sneak a changeup in right now, she would completely catch Jasmine Jackson off balance because she wouldn't be expecting it.
Let's see.
Not going with it. Going with the curve.
It is a curve, slapped left side. Clifton across the diamond, makes the play. Little trouble there, back-to-back walks from McQuillan, but she takes care of business, and we're tied going to the 7th. 20 points on the line.
Yeah, let's go. Were you safe? You're safe. Let's do it. I told you. Johnny! Go goals, go goals, go goals.
That's how chill of a captain Deja Mulipola is. Jasmine Jackson coming over after sliding into home earlier, and she said, "Oh, were you safe?" Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Well, if you have them, you might as well use them, right?
Big run in the game, too, as we are tied at 6 in the 7th inning. Mia Davidson leading things off in the top of the 7th. 250 on the season. We've seen her hit the long ball multiple times. Outside, 1-1. Big swing there from Davidson. She flips the bat into her hand. This is some power going at each other right now. Ground ball right side, Jefferson over. Couldn't get it out of her glove, but she's still able to get Davidson.
It's a really good job Janae Jefferson to just stay with that, even though it sticks in her glove a little bit. Great play.
Now Danielle Gibson. We've already seen the power that she has early in this game, the 3-run home run. She tied it in the second inning for Team McClenny. Gibson into right field, Rhodes over. It bounces away from her, and Danielle Gibson will hold at first to be safe. Rhodes did fire it in quickly. It's another base hit for Danielle Gibson. That moves the line with one out for Kaylee Clifton. She was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning and ended up stranded on third base. In the strike zone, strike one. Ground ball left side, Piper gonna get the lead runner, and it pops out of Jefferson's glove. That was a rocket from Lily Piper.
The shortstop, number 96, Sis Bates.
And Lily Piper just has such a cannon. Feels like she can beat the speedy runner in Gibson, but that's a play that needs to be made by Janae Jefferson. She catches that, that's a lead out, that's off.
Instead, it's Sis Bates. Drove a run in by walking earlier in the game. Had the chair chat to start the 5th inning. They got hot. Didn't even record an out when she was sitting in the chair even when we were done talking to her. And then came up to the plate and walked to drive the run in. That was Carrie Eberle's 100th pitch.
Yes, Sis Bates. Nobody better, Sis Bates.
No one hyping her up more than Haley McClenny in the on-deck circle. Ground ball. Bates has to hurry to not get doubled up. She won't. Flippin won't even try it. They get Clifton going to second, and there's now 2 outs. First and third for the captain, Haley McClenny. And it's coming down to the wire. If she wants to pick a team tomorrow in the draft, she has to win this game. The winner of this game will decide that 4th spot. It's either going to be Hannah Flippin or Haley McClenny who sits in that chair. And there's no other way around it. And again, it will be all hitters at the top.
So it's just a big moment. I'm feeling it. Carrie Eberle in a situation right now where it's kind of a pick your poison. Do you feel more comfortable throwing to Haley McClenny in this situation? Do you prefer Victoria Hayward, or does it not matter because they're both lefties?
First and third, McClenny swinging first pitch deep to left field and foul. Jackson couldn't quite run it down. She wants it. These moments are not too big for Haley McClenny. This is a big point in the season for her. You want to put yourself in that captain's chair. Determine your own fate a little bit. Put your team together. Oh, 1 inside, ball 1. This is a 70-point inning. The last 2 inning points are on the line, and the game is up for grabs. McClenny right side. Jefferson can't get there. Haley McClenny delivers. Gibson scores, and the captain has her team on top.
I mean, do you expect anything less of Haley McClenny? This is a drop ball. She waits on it. It misses, leaks a little bit too much over the plate. You just see the excitement in Victoria Hayward. Big moment for the captain. She rises to the occasion.
The question is, Victoria Hayward is 0 for 4. Can she deliver? I would have never guessed Victoria Hayward would be coming up for the 5th time and not have a hit in the game.
Well, and she's had good pieces, and sometimes that's just how the game works. You deal with a line out, you deal with a good piece, and it ends up being an F8, but it doesn't mean you didn't have a good quality at bat. We can't always have the mentality that we're a failure when we have a line out, because we're going to be playing a game of struggle.
And that's what it was last time, lined out to Lily Piper.
Yeah. That means that you're seeing it well, and you just have to trust your process, and Dory style, just keep swinging.
1-1 inside, strike 2. Victoria Hayward was on Carrie Eberle's team last week when Eberle was captaining. Into the turf, 2-2. Trying to get one over on her captain from a week ago. Inside, full count. Carrie Eberle shaking everything off right now. Now she's ready. Full count delivery. Hayward, half swing, past Eberle. Piper coming across, not gonna get her, into right field. McClenny, waved around by Sally, and she will score! A 3-run 7th for Haley McClenny and her team.
And this is just a little soft slap. Really good job by Victoria Hayward, because she knows if she soft slaps it, she can use her speed. Lily Piper with the cannon, but just not able to glove it up there at first base. And because of that, Sis Bates and Haley McClenny cross, and this is a 9-6 ball game.
70 points on the line. And it is an uphill climb for Team Mulipola. Haley McClenny is inching closer toward her 2nd straight week in the captain's chair. Drafts tomorrow at 4 Eastern at auprosports.com. Cannot wait to see these new teams. 2 full weeks to go in the Athletes Unlimited Softball Championship season. Lorenz reaching. Jen Sally light-footed over there down the 3rd baseline. McClenny has already passed Bubba Nichols, and we knew that was going to happen regardless. She gets it done with stat points. And look how tight that is in that 4, 5, and 6 spot. 3 players in the top 6 that are separated by 4 points. Rain coming down again. This is hit pretty well by Lorenz out toward Aaliyah Andrews, and she makes the grab. Team McClenny coming through with the help of their captain. Haley McClenny drives one in and scores herself. Well, Well, 9-6. Haley McClenny helping lead her team to a 3-run 7th, trying to secure these 70 win points that are on the line. And there's a lot more coming on the softball field. The Week 4 draft tomorrow, 5 Eastern, auprosports.com. And then back next Friday, coverage continuing on ESPN+. It is Week 4 of 5 here at the championship season. Team McClenny trying to finish off on a high note. You see some of the other players we saw earlier today. Abby Ramirez, she was MVP 1 in Game 1, talking to Sydney Romero out there. Everybody's hanging out, watching how Week 3 will conclude. We'll be trying to figure out who they want to be drafted by next week. Mariah Masson, the rookie out of Oregon State, to close things out with a 3-run lead.
3 outs for Mariah Masson to be able to come in, try to shut the door, keep the lead. Has a pretty decent lead here to work with.
Alongside Danielle Laurie, I'm Chucky Kempf. As we wrap up Week 3, first pitch from Masson down low. She's got 2, 3, 4 to deal with. Hannah Flippin to lead things off. Somehow Flippin is 0 for 3. She has seen more than 20 pitches in the game. That's inside ball 2.
Now that I've like completely been in that closer role mentality for softball, I like wish that I could have got the chance to do it more, because there's something so cool about being able to come in and just absolutely shut the door in the 7th inning or the 6th inning and knowing you're going to get those 6 outs. Yeah, it's cool to throw a full game, but the game is evolving a little bit where you're definitely starting to see pitchers pitch by committee. And after I read Mariana Rivera's book, I just can appreciate the closing role.
Closers are cool. Saw the video of the New York Mets closer Edwin Diaz circulating on social media this week of him coming out of the bullpen and the music playing and the crowd going wild. That's what we need. We need the closers coming out of the bullpen and some crazy energy in here.
That's what I'm saying, and the tunes, and you get to pick your music, and there's just so much going on with it. Mariah Masson with a good amount of space on her back foot to give her a good push off. Starts off the inning with a walk to Hannah Flippin.
8 points for Hannah Flippin. She's back in the 4th momentarily, and we'll see. Maybe she just started something to put her in the captain's chair. And now to her captain, Deja Mulipola, who watches strike 1. Already has 1-2 home run in the books tonight. Top of the leaderboard again. Half swing there. 0-2. This would be a big one. And Masson sit down Mulipola. Outside ball 1. And 2. Big swing. Masson gets Mulipola swinging for out number 1.
It's a big time strikeout. What did I tell you about going away to Deja Mulipola? Challenge her on the outer half. Make her attack that pitch. And if she hits it to the right side, fine, who cares? I just think we're continuously going up and in her wheelhouse, and she's executing, but that is a huge strikeout by Masson in that moment. It's a lot on the line, kept the ball down in the zone. Throwing it hard, 69 miles an hour.
Now she has to deal with Shannon Rhodes, whose 108 points lead the game tonight. Two solo shots from Rhodes. has not been retired yet. 1-1. Swinging at this down the right field line. Hayward over, and it's foul.
Long strike.
Shannon Rhodes, can she do it again?
We'll see. I stay with my bread and butter pitch right now, that down and away, but she saw two completely different pitches. Curveball that bled a little too much middle, but stayed on plane with the off speed, wasn't fooled. We'll see what she does with 2 strikes against Masson.
1-2, inside corner. Rhodes goes down on strikes.
Third baseman, number 47, Piper.
This is the money spot. This is a perfect location for this pitch. Breaks at the last minute, hits the strike zone. Taylor Edwards set up perfect. Shannon Rhodes wanted no part.
Last chance, Lily Piper. She made the play last inning, throwing a dart over to Janae Jefferson at second that was dropped. And the 3 runs ensued. Two-0 count. Trying to give Janae Jefferson a chance to come to the plate right after. Piper hits that one toward her own dugout for strike 1. Flippin at first. Piper, we've seen trouble with these tonight. And Romero takes care of that one. Masson gets the job done after a leadoff walk to Hannah Flippin. Team McClenny plays 3 in the 7th, and it's 70 win points for them. We're not sure yet on the MVPs. We are sure on those 4 captains. You can go to auprosports.com to find out more about those MVPs and get the updated leaderboard, but it will be Haley McClenny moving up into that 4th spot for now, and maybe higher because of MVP points. Those are the inning points that just moved McClenny into the 4th spot. And she very well could catch Amanda Chittister, but it will be Deja Mulipola, Savannah Jaquish, Amanda Chittister, and Haley McClenny as your Week 4 captains. They'll be picking their new teams tomorrow at 5 Eastern. She's fired up. That's a big win for them. There it is. The win points get added. Victoria Hayward joins her in the top 10 all the way up into that 8th spot. And McClenny, I think she might be moving up even higher. What a week it was. A big thank you to our entire crew here, CJ Botita, John Tackett, and everyone who has done a fantastic job. For Danielle Laurie and Key Michael, I'm Chucky Kemp. Thank you for joining us. Week 4 draft tomorrow, and we're back on ESPN Plus next Friday.